Can the Bucks actually make a run for a championship? I mean, I've been sitting here thinking to myself, like the Bucks have a decently well roster, and they have Giannis, they have Dame, so they have their star power. They have Brook Lopez, they have Kyle Kuzma that they just acquired, they have Kevin Porter Jr. that they just acquired, and I've been thinking, can the Bucks do it? Because they have the personnel, they have the skill, they have the chemistry, the continuity. They've been playing together for a long time. So what is actually stopping the Bucks from doing it? And I personally think is a couple of things. One is they're too predictable. The Bucks have a certain style of play, and it's too predictable, and it's been the same way no matter what, no matter who's on the team, no matter who's playing with them, no matter how it is. It was like no matter who's on the roster, if you're playing with Giannis, you're playing a specific type of way. And then on top of that, watching this game today with the Pacers, it made me think Pacers are not nowhere close to being as good as the Bucks. The Bucks are obviously the better team. The Bucks are obviously the greater team. They're obviously the most talented team, but the Pacers were able to hang on. So it was like, what is the issue? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Pacers did win this off of a crazy shot, and I'm gonna speak about that because they just talk about the game. First half of the game, the Bucks come out in the first 7 minutes and they're playing amazing, and then they go on like a turnover mistake run. Like they turn over the ball like 5, 6 times, and the Pacers go out running, and that's the worst mistake you can commit against this team. If you are gonna turn over the ball, do not do it against a team that is amazing at transition scoring, and you are terrible at defensive stance on transition. You are one of the worst transition defensive team. But the Bucks really hurt themselves by doing that. And then even beyond that, like they put up 15 turnovers. 15 turnovers in the game. You was not gonna win against a team that is an amazing transition team by giving them 15 turnovers, and then you allow them to put up 31 points to your 3 transition points. That was not going to help you win. And then we get to the second half, and now the second half was the Damian Lillard show. Third quarter, Damian Lillard went off for like 11 to 12 points in the third quarter. Monster third quarter, tied the game at 82, then tied it again at 88. I mean, Damian Lillard really tried. Fourth quarter comes, again, we're still playing at a very high level. Brook Lopez took over too in the second half. Most of his 23 points came in the second half. So Brook Lopez was very important for this team, very, very reliable, and very valuable for this team in the second half. And then we get to like the end of the game, and honestly, Nemhard was trying his best to give this game to the Bucks. Nemhard missed 2 back-to-back threes, goes down, gets the rebound, right after the Pacers get a stop, comes back down, gets fouled, and misses the free throw, and then makes the second one. But at that point, it doesn't really matter anymore because now the Bucks got the ball and they're gonna go score. And that's exactly what happened. Doc Rivers called a timeout. They go down to the other end, they score, and then now you need a miracle 3 from Tyrese Haliburton, and he delivered. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this was an amazing play. You had so many options to go to, and I've seen them run this before against the Celtics, but that time it didn't work because they missed the shot. But this time the shot went through, it worked, and they got the foul, which was actually insane. And then there was like this review that went on for like 5 minutes just to see if you went out of bounds or not. Important play, but I don't think it should have took 5 minutes. And Tyrese Haliburton overall came out, hit the free throw, won the game, and that was an amazing, amazing shot. I mean, to be honest with you, the Pacers had like, I think it was like an 11-point lead in the first half. The Bucks come back, they fight back. So many times the Bucks tie it. I mean, we had 21 leads, I think it was, and 22 ties this game. It might have been the other way around. We had so many chances as the Bucks to come out here and win the game and even tie the game and take the lead. And even times when the Bucks did take the lead, they allowed the Pacers to get right back in, and the Pacers were not doing that good. I mean, Haliburton only had like 10 points for a while. He missed a lot of shots, and there was a lot of times where I feel like the Bucks were just a better team. They just weren't being as dominant. Torian Prince had 18 points. He had a great game. If Torian Prince is giving you 18 points, it's a game that you should win. And they didn't capitalize. And don't let me get into Giannis' situation, because the Giannis situation was terrible. Fourth quarter, you only attempt one shot, and it's a shot that you do not want Giannis to ever take. Are you kidding me? You're going to give that one shot to Giannis. After Tyrese Haliburton just hit a crazy shot, hit the free throw, you're going to give that heave to Giannis? Man, what? I would have given it to anybody else on the court except Giannis. That was stupid. Giannis was never going to hit that. Never going to hit that. I don't even think Giannis had the confidence to think to himself that he was going to hit that. Giannis himself wouldn't have thought he's going to hit that. I don't know why he took it. I don't know who drew up this play. And I hope this was just a play that they ran with last second and didn't draw it up, because to have Giannis take the ball out and then throw up that shot like it was going to go in. Like, come on, bro. Nobody thought it was going to go in. If that would have went in, that would have been more crazier than the Haliburton shot and the free throw, because Giannis Antetokounmpo hitting that is insane. He was not hitting that. And that was a dumb play. And overall, I think Damian Lillard going 4 for 15, Giannis having a bad fourth quarter, only hitting one shot that he took, and it didn't even go in. He just took one shot in the moment where you do not want Giannis to take the shot, and it didn't even go in. And that was your only shot in the fourth quarter as the team's best player, as the team's leader. One shot. Now, the reason why I'm so mad at this is because if this was Anthony Davis or any great player other than Giannis, they would have got cooked. Nobody would have let them slide with that. You can't just do this and they let you go. That doesn't happen. But because it's Giannis, I guess, we're letting it happen. Now to the point of the video, let's really speak about the main point. The question that I asked in the beginning, can the Bucks actually make a run for the championship? I don't know. Like I said, they have the personnel. They might be the dark horse in the East, because who else is really competing? I know the Knicks are ahead of them. I know the Celtics are ahead of them. I know that the Cavs are ahead of them. I know that the Pacers are now ahead of them. But I think the Bucks are better than the Pacers. I think they're better than the Knicks. Now, can they beat the Celtics and the Cavs? I don't know. I'll have to see how that goes. I'll have to see how Damian Lillard performs in the playoffs. I have to see how Giannis performs in the playoffs, because we have not really seen these two play together in the playoffs, because last time it was a whole bunch of injuries that the Bucks went through, and they could not stay healthy at all, and they couldn't really show us their full potential in the playoffs. But this time, they have everybody, and the addition of Kuzma and Kevin Porter Jr., so they should be able to come out here and show us what they really got. Because even this season, there was a lot of injuries that both of them faced, which overall landed them in the 4th, 5th seed. And they weren't always that high. They had to fight their way back to the 4th, 5th seed. So we'll see. I don't have them coming out the East, but I think they have a chance to make a deep playoff run and possibly even come out the East. Now, the Cavs went up against the Nets today, a team that they should beat. I was actually kind of scared because they went down by like 18 points, and Donovan Mitchell wasn't even there. But the great thing about the Cavs is that they play in the system, and they still have Darius Garland, who's my second favorite player in the league, by the way. But they have him, and they play in the system, and they came out here in, I think it was the 3rd quarter or the 4th quarter. They really went for the comeback. They pulled off the comeback. 4th quarter, Garland had 18 of his 30 points, which is insane. And the whole Nets team had 18 points in the 4th quarter. Now, that's amazing. Like, yeah, I don't know if people really notice, but I really, really love Darius Garland's game, and I think that he's one of the most underrated players in the league. Like, I don't know why he doesn't get the attention that he deserves, possibly because he's playing with Donovan Mitchell. But I think Darius Garland is one of the best point guards. Matter of fact, one of the best guards in the league, period. Like, I think he's just amazing. Like, I think he's great. And I feel like he's overlooked. Overall, I think the Cavs, with 2 15-game winning streaks this year, are the best team in the league. But how much will this show to be in the playoffs? I'm not sure. I hope it's better than what we've seen last year, because, like I said, they always had the potential. But can they show us what they're capable of this year, because last year it was disappointing. But this year, I feel like Evan Mobley has grown, Jared Allen has grown, Donovan Mitchell has grown, even Darius Garland has grown. The chemistry between all these guys is better. And then you add all the three-point shooting and the other guards and ball handlers that they have, like Ty Jerome, Max Strus, so on and so forth. This team is amazing. I just hope that it all shows out and it all becomes what we imagine it to be because of how great they are. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for coming out to the locker room. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. So we'll talk with E. Safety.